So today we're gonna do my project pan update. I actually have a really good one today. I'm excited to share something with you. I'm also going to be rolling in some new items into the project. I just feel like it's time, I'm ready. And so yeah, let's get into all of my uses and the progress. So I'll start with these two. These are the ones I've used the least. I've got my Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour Skin Tint, and then I also have my Glamshop Light Coverage Foundation. I pair these two together and I use them 5 times each. I just haven't been wearing that much makeup, and then I have been going into some other like skin tint type products. So these ones have been neglected definitely this last month, and I don't think I'm going to finish either one of them honestly by the end of the summer, which is a shame, but it's fine. I'll just keep them in the project maybe for another month, and then I'll likely roll in something else to replace them. But I've been using them, it's just definitely slowed down this last month. Another one that I haven't gone into too much is my Essence Hello Good Stuff Pore Minimizing Serum, which I kind of use as a first step primer. So when I rolled it in, I was basically at the line. I have gone down a little bit, but not a huge amount. This one I've also only gone into 5 times this last month, so not a huge amount, but again, it's the summer. I'm not wearing that much makeup every single day, so it is what it is. Okay, next up we have my ABH Cream Bronzer. This one I kept in even though I hit the pan like a couple months ago. I've gone into it 6 times since my last update. I do think the pan has expanded somewhat. But yeah, I've just been going into it when I want to, and I don't really have an ultimate goal. I just want to use it as much as possible before the summer ends. So it's going to stay in for 1 more month. And then I think I will retire it back into my drawers for like a whole other year. Okay, next up we've got my Glowish powder from Huda Beauty. I'm all over the place today. Okay, this is what this one is looking like. I've gone into this 7 times this month. I do think it's changed somewhat. Actually, if I go like this, it's probably where you can match it up. But yeah, I've been enjoying this. It's not my favorite powder, but I had decluttered it and then I brought it back because I kind of just want to finish it. So I'm gonna enjoy the thrill of being able to finish this item. Again, haven't been wearing that much makeup, so 7 times is actually pretty good for me in terms of how many times I've gone into this item this month. Next up, I've been working on my Ofra bronzer. This is the Americano, and I still do not have a pan. I do not have a pan. You can see the rings, but there is no pan still. This one I've gone into 9 times this last month. It's the one that I'm wearing today. I do like it, but it's definitely a summer bronzer for me. It is very warm tone, and I typically am not very warm tone. So yeah. I'm only going to have it in probably for another month, and then I'll also roll this one out. Am I going to hit pan before I roll it out? I don't think so, because I think these are fake rings. I think these are fake. I don't think the rings are there at all. I think it's going to take me a lot more use, but who knows? We'll see. Okay, next up, I also have a Glamshop highlighter palette that I've gone into 9 times this month. So my goal for this one is to hit pan in all 3 highlighter palettes. I had just rolled this in, so this is the first update. It's actually a pretty decent update. So the first one I went into 6 times. This middle one I've gone into 2 times, and then this one only once. Is that right? Yeah, I guess that's crazy. They're very creamy, so I've only gone into this once, but already there's like a big dip forming there. Mostly have just used it in my inner corner. I have gone into, I think maybe this middle one on my cheeks, but I don't really think these are cheek highlighter products. They're just a little too glittery, some of them. So anyway, I've been going into that, and I do think I probably hit pan in this maybe faster than the Cosmic Beauty one, because obviously I rolled that one out because I was able to hit pan in all 3, and now this one I think I'm going to do the same thing. Definitely by the end of the year it will happen. But I'm also picking like easy items to hit pan on because they are so creamy. And obviously I'm only going to use a little bit of it to go into my inner corner. But anyway, I'm enjoying it nonetheless. Okay, and then here is the star of the show, the one that we have all been waiting for. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because I swear I was not ready. This happened last week, and I took a picture really quickly. I posted it for my members. I was like, I did it. I finally did it. But I have been working on the Colourpop blush. This is the Fresh and Peachy blush for over a year to try to hit pan. And as you know, if you've been following me, every single month I'm like, there's no pan, there's rings, but there's no pan, there's no pan. This is proof. You just gotta keep going. You have to keep going because I do have a tiny little shiny pan right there. Oh, I'm so pleased. Oh my goodness. And I have not gone into this since I saw that pan and I was like, I'm not going back into this. This is crazy. So I went into this, how many times? 11 times and this month. And then I was able to hit that shiny, beautiful pan. And honestly, if I kept using it, this pan would get really big really fast because it's so thin here. But I have neglected a lot of my blush, and I kind of want to put this away and work on other things. I've been actually enjoying this last week whenever I did do my makeup, just going into a different blush. Let me tell you. So this one is officially done. I achieved my goal after how many months? Probably like 18 months or so, something like crazy like that. I've finally done it. I've hit pan on my blush, and I'm putting it back in my drawers. We did it. We did it. Okay, next up, I've got my Made by Mitchell highlights. This is the Starlight palette, and I am working on trying to hit pan on this shade right here, which is what I use in my under eye area. But as you can see, I do not have a pan. We can see the lines, but still no pan in this one. I have gone into this one. I'm trying to find it. I can't find it. I've gone into this one 12 times this month. So still no pan. It's taken me a little bit longer than I expected. I thought I would hit pan by now because it is quite a significant dip. But yeah, it's not there. So we will just keep going. I imagine it's going to be a great shade for me to use in the winter. So I don't have any sort of timeline as to when I need to roll that out as opposed to some of these other ones. So I'll just keep it in until I achieve my goal. It can happen. You just got to have patience. Okay, and then the last item that I have in my project pan is my ABH Magic Touch Concealer. This one is not a favorite of mine, but I have kind of grown to enjoy it. I think once my skin gets more dry, it's going to start looking worse. I still have product in here, and I don't really want to take the stopper out. So I'm going to keep going until there's nothing left. I am starting to see, you know, it separate in the bottom. So I do see that there is an end in sight, right? Because there's definitely less when I take out the wand, and it is appearing a little bit more dry, but it's kind of really hard to see on this packaging because obviously it's all black, but you can see there's a little bit of windowing starting right at the bottom there. So I really don't think I have much left. The reason I don't want to take stopper out is because I just don't really like this item. So I don't want to waste like 5 more months trying to finish and scrape out every last drop. I would typically for a concealer normally, but for this one, I don't want to do that. And I said that a couple months ago when I rolled it in, so no surprise there. This one, I've gone into it 16 times this month. So still less than previous months, but still more than anything else. Okay, so I'm gonna be rolling in 3 new items. I want to start working on my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I have so many dupes of this now in my collection. This is obviously the oldest item out of all of them because it's the first one that I bought. But because it's so old, I kind of want to just start getting through this. So I can see through the windowing, it's pretty much settled here. So I have a little bit more than halfway to go. I have like 3/4 left of this. I don't know how long this is going to take. I have seen some other people. I know Ruth finished one of these several years ago, and she said like never again. So I don't know how long it's going to take me, but I want to roll this in. I know I have a primer in, but the primer I have in is more of a serum primer. And this is obviously like a glowy base. So I wanted to roll this one in anyway. I also want to roll in another blush. I figured let's just start working on another blush straight away. And this one is one that I think will work in the winter. If I find that it doesn't, I might roll it out. But I want to roll this one in, which is my Kiko Milano blush. This is the Tuscan Iris, and it has 2 different, it's like an ombre, it's 2 different shades. I usually go in the middle, but I could end up just going into this one in the winter, just if I want more of a mauvey pink blush. I could still just go right in the middle and get like a peachy neutral shade, which is generally what I like this blush for. And then also I could go on the side. You're not gonna be able to see it because my tan. You're not going to see it. But then there's like this yellowy side, and then there's this more pinky side. I don't think you're going to see any of those shades right there, but it's a very nice neutral blush, and I think it's a good one to start working on. I have a little bit of, I wouldn't even say it's a dip, but I feel like out of all of the other blush in my collection, this one looks pretty used. So I'm gonna give it a go, see how far I get, and we'll take it from there. So this one I'm rolling in, it's going to try, the goal will be to try to hit pan. And then this one is more of a gimme item. I'm kind of been already going into this one because I have it in my Shop My Stash and I have a huge pan, but I figured let's just roll in my NYX HD pressed powder, and then we can officially track how long it's gonna take me to finish this. I don't think it's gonna take very long. But you can see that I've been going into this, I've been going into Glowish and the Made by Mitchell, so it's not just one powder that I'm going into, where I probably should make it like that, but I don't like neglecting makeup. So anyway, this one obviously is to finish, and we will see how long it takes. So that's it. Those are the 3 items that I am rolling into my project pan. I am so excited about the blush. I mean, that is like the biggest win for me. Obviously, I haven't finished it. I don't feel like going back into that blush for like at least 6 months. It is just, it needs to go back in the drawers, and so I can spend time looking at other things. All right, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!